Bull FC has, of course, been pretty consistent in the league for a couple of years. I'm allowed to say that.
Yes, yes, yes.
Pretty serious about what they do, pretty serious when they are signing, pretty serious when they compete for trophies. Let's take a look at season yabwe eya 2023-2024 webakoma tutunuya 24-25 26, so we can assess their performance and of course chituwe ekifaananyi on what to expect in the coming season. Senior 23-24.
Very good. By the way,
wow.
What I remember about that season, they could have won it. Kubanga twagenda ku final day. They, Bull, Villa, ne Vipers, all three teams on the final day.
Down to the wire.
Down to the wire. I remember again a Jinja Nensula nayo because I was the Startimes representative on that game. Assuming that Echikopo Charichi Wangudwa at any venue, I was there.
Ayingideo. Senior.
Ayingideo. Ayagala kukakasati ayingideo. Sebo najifuna. But I remember that was the last time ya Busoga United mu league bayino obujja bwabwe, so they had to win, but winning Busoga United meant that Busoga eddayo jukira bonna bakalo bayina embiranye zaabwe, but they had to do their business, but they delivered their business. Unfortunately it was never to be because they did Villa yawangula. But what I loved about that season is that whole season Bull yazanya like they are good enough to actually go and win it, and it showed a lot about their ambitions, because I don't remember whether that's the Wangula Uganda Cup or the season before, because Mani Wangula the Uganda Cup.
How long had they been in the league at that point?
At that point, that season is seeing a billion or
Bull has been around for about 12 seasons.
Consistently. What?
Yes.
Which means I think okutandika okuvayo ennyondo in the last 6 seasons kubanga lulindooza, that's why I almost forgot them. Nanga atigeza kujja bali ddala Bull
babayitanga Bidiko.
Exactly.
Kati ne bakyusa to Bull.
Oli mutuufu. That's why Nanga had lost
track. They have been in a season in the league for about 15 seasons.
Bw'oyogera Bidiko kati then I remember. But I think as it were, now they've been building slowly. They never thought they would reach there. Nainzedoza for the last 5 seasons. It's just their inconsistency at doing certain things. Maybe they are also their inconsistency with technical bench, and I think their technical strategy wasn't really totally wholesome. Senga bali by na strategy yo by 4 seasons going, maybe never, but they, for me, tebalemedda Chiwangula because they couldn't have. But I think they were inconsistent. We
are going to find that out.
So that's why I'm thinking.
That 2023-24 season, is that where everything changed for Bull? And then they started having the true belief from Tibasobolo competing in Adala. Was that the turning point? 1 point away from Omuto Yatwale Chikopo, just one.
No, the turning point was 2 seasons earlier, because in COVID, they reached the final of the Uganda Cup. Then the following season, Viper never kuba bubinyo bagolo musanvu ku final ya Uganda Cup. Then the following season, never dayo ku Uganda Cup final, and this time they won it.
Consistent.
Kati ekyo ne kibalaga nti bana abantu tubasobola. Now let us go for the league. And they never signing up players, never ongeramu amaanyi. And that was the competition Joalaba je bateekawo. But what failed them is when they reached their peak, coach waabwe yali azimbye ekintu kyabwe. Viper nemukwata nemugamba osooka obate. Nemutwala. Kati yamutwala, of course ne wajjawo Kikomeko who tried to steady the ship, but because kintu yajja n'akiyingira mu buyingizi eventually nekirunning away, kati results awo nezikola ki nezitabukamu. They should have done everything in their powers to retain coaching team yali ekutte ekintu ekyo, because they were on the verge.
Let's take a look at the 24-25 season. Tulabe if what were any difference from 2023 where they came second. James, please roll. There they go, not too far.
So,
bagenda mu
kyakusatu.
Neck took over.
So you see the consistency. Nekati points maker 10 points.
10?
10.
Okay, yeah.
Luli yali 1 point away from Villa, kati 10 away
from Viper.
Wow, 10 away, that was quite
But in
something.
terms of points, very consistent Because they were missing by a whisker, they finished on 56. So
yeah.
in terms of points, they are getting more points.
More points, yes.
But in terms of positions,
they were falling away by
and
10.
they had just 3 losses the entire season.
Now I remember that season really shocked. 3 losses for a team like that. That's really. Never say Kanyane Vipers neck. So you can see that in category.
They are known for a consistent unbeaten run. They have a couple of unbeaten runs that
games put together
with Bull. Most seasons, yes. Before you hear, the statisticians are telling us Bull have gone this amount of games unbeaten.
They have been able to do that, and that's why they sustained that kind of a level. Because for a team like Bull, okubanga consistently they were number 5. Ngojeke no season ewedde, you must give them credit. Nayenga, for you to achieve that, or you know kubanga take out consistent runs. Until you can go 7 games in Gateba Kubie Mumpira, and they have been able to do that many times at different stages.
24-25 Mutaku was the goalkeeper.
Yes.
Yeah, but you can building the profile here and joining. So they had Baino, who is an outstanding Mwakongo. Baina goalkeeper who stood out.
Baina Karimundugwa. Baina akataba nikoyagala Kachiria Jerome Chiria.
Jerome, yes.
Baina again your left back.
Left back yes.
Mwere. Yes. Baina Babula that season baina Ibrahim Oriti. Baina Muganda wa
Mugurusi. See against
Ibrahim against Abdalambiru.
Yes, Mugurusi. Yes. Oh yeah, Musambi wango yo.
Well, James, show us the previous season and we see what happened to Bull then.
So that is...
I think.
Oh, ninth. 37. That is 30 points.
They picked up eventually, but it was a little too late, right?
They are 30 points away from... Look at the previous season. Bali were finishing the 10 points away from Villa.
Vipers. 59 points.
59 points.
The dip was huge.
That is 30 points from the same team. Points.
Did it come from losing Abechi Komeko?
Part of it, you could say yes. That was part of it because Jukira Abechi Komeko started the season on a 6-month or 6-match ban.
You're swinging it.
Yes. So they paid the price for not having him for I think 6 games.
And also the recruitment.
Last season
and eventually nebatandika bubi. Then nebatandika eventually of course they changed the coach. In the middle, he steadied the ship, but he was not able to make steps upwards.
It's Coach Alex.
Yes.
With them, eh? Okay. Well, talking the recruitment here, but let's take a look at the players that they let go off in the 2023-24 season. Now, what to know Bull as a whole? What would you say recruitment process here is? Let's first see. Departures in 2023, where they performed spectacularly senior. Owen Mukisa, Edwin Kavan Mawerere, Herbert Onyango, Agre Madoi, Paul Sekulima. Any notable ones?
I think Madoi, because yali very regular, but no.
So that means they retained
all their key
yes.
players. And it goes to show their power.
Departures in 2024.
Ronaldo
T, Ibrahim Kazindula, Anthony Mayanja, Emmanuel Tommy Kara, Samuel Sekamate, Gerald Ogweti, Shafiq Nana Kwikiriza. Ikara Teaja Wamwe as well in that season?
Tommy Kara.
Okay.
Shafiq Nana is the player they lost. Matches bali tebamu cause Sanyuka, but they lost him because now he's going on to
be a key player.
KCC. Samuel Sekamate was one of the top scorers of the previous season. Nebamugula nebamutwala. Bali bamujja mu Bright Stars, I think. Then of course Tommy Kara yali akava Ethiopia najja, he had done well, nebadamu nebamitane ku national team. Anthony Mayanja is one of those players who had been with that team for about 5 years. eri ya resilience yawangula Uganda Cup eyo yagenda back to back was the senior player in that naye ne bamuluzinga Kazindola the same and then Ronald Oti, he was their key defender, the big center forward again Ekitara. So now Olaba they are beginning to lose key players.
Do they make money off players?
Uganda can't generalizing because they could not much in the Ugandan teams tebakola sente of transfers because they have not been delivering new business no kugitegera tebagitegera, so they don't make money yet. It's one of the major sources of income.
Club, yeah.
That's a good point.
Bazanyi bokabe bagifunamu
yegwe bawa
running out contract ye na afuna, so they are not able to retain money in the game because kirabu sente zezifunye zisigala mu mupiira, kirabu omuzanyi zafunye zifuluma football kati they are not able to retain money within the football circle.
Interesting. That deserves another show of its own. But let's take a look at the departures from last season. I know they made what? They let go of like 5 players, is it? I feel like there were more than that. Anthony Mayanja, Benon Tohomera, Lawrence Tezicha.
Departures from 2025. Tetumanyi obegasseko ne
agasseko kubanga Mayanja mulimu eri abaddemu.
26. Karim Dugwa, Ibrahim Orit, Nicholas Mwire, Frederick Ngalo, Bakali Magunda, Vian Sekadigo,
waliwo Aiza Kane Barasa,
Jerome
ne Jerome Chiria.
Barasa, Isaac
Baruzinga nnyo mwana watu.
Why did Barasa go, by the way?
Antikati Barasa si ali Mvira.
Julius Barasa.
Yes.
Kakati now.
Really well
when you lose 13 players.
Bano baruzinze nnyo.
Or your open surgery kind of.
An open surgery.
They have lost so many players.
In almost the entire list.
You're losing half of the team.
And in a season where they struggled the most.
Yes, and this is the reason why.
Kati chikulaga nti bali ba struggling n'ebintu bingi eyo. So they decided to sweep.
But who has money? Why do they deal with things that Express would deal with? Because this turnover, Yeringa Imune Express share.
The difference here, Express everybody lives at will. Nga bafunye naye bano bakuterwa eyo ne bagamba you are no longer needed. After having such a bad season, batudde ne bagamba no tukilininge tuddemu tutereze.
Kati if you notice Bull waneringa ina approach eri nti abazanyi bano becoming comfortable balowooza bamanyi nnyo. You know there's a time when players batandika okufeeling kati this is what they were dealing with. Bagamba oba wabano kati bali too comfortable. Sente bafuna omusaala tebakyatukyabapushinga.
Things URA should do.
Exactly. URA should nabano kye bakola nti naye omanyi we would rather bring a crop gyosobola okuinfluencinga bano kale tubalungi naye they took a gamble but they had to bite the bullet.
So does that mean Bull Bowe batunulamu balabanga ekizibu kiri awo ekyabwe for that season?
Yeah.
I mean,
were they right to think that ekizibu kyali awo?
I think
over changing the coach
is that 2025 and 26 eno gye tugendamu gyetandika.
Yes.
Anti kati kye batugambye, so we wait to see. Because Boba Gamba, Twakoze internal investigations after we've looked at everything. We think we needed to rebuild the team.
From outside looking in.
From when the season starts. But last season, what for us we saw is a team that struggled. China bite, China motivation. Yeah, your consistency went out of the window. In between, they changed the coaching staff. Kati, I think coach yagambye bano bonna jukira abadde tabaddeyo for like 2 seasons. Kati agenza okujja ndowooza n'agamba and some of them olaba like Karim Ndugwa abadde abeerawo n'avaawo n'akomawo. He's in the evening stage of his career. Abasinga babaddewo for a long time nga senior wagambye no longer motivated. Bali omu ndowooza nga beetooloolera awo n'agamba no batuleeta abazannyi abapya. Who are hungry for success.
Yeah. Challenge yawe is who have they bought because kati abandi bade batuddamu ebibuuzo.
Remind us.
Simanyi ba James atujjukiza and because there we can see